This is AM News on the AM show. Let's begin with flag bearer of the new Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, who's promised to abolish the e-levy charges and halt all charges on digital transaction if elected president. The e-levy, which was implemented in 2022, sees a 1.5% levy on e-transactions. Now, delivering a speech on his vision as the torchbearer, Dr. Bawumia explained that he wants to make Ghana a cashless economy as soon as possible.
So far, the Bank of Ghana has made a lot of progress in this direction by putting in place a lot of the systems and infrastructure required. These include mobile money interoperability, merchant interoperability, the universal QR code system, GH-Link, debit cards, eSwitch, and Ghana Pay. We have put in place the necessary infrastructure for Ghana to go cashless. Recently, the Bank of Ghana has completed a pilot of a digital version of the Ghana cedi in Seshwiwi also. This is known as the Central Bank Digital Currency, or the e-cedi. The e-cedi is designed to work online and offline, and will be launched by the Bank of Ghana in due course. In my humble opinion, the e-cedi, with appropriate privacy protections, will be the ultimate weapon in our fight against corruption, because it will provide transparency, reduce the risk of fraud, robbery, tax avoidance, and money laundering, since it will be easy to track the movement of money and identify suspicious activity. The e-cedi will quicken the pace of Ghana's move towards a cashless or near cashless society. Ladies and gentlemen, to move towards a cashless economy, however, we have to encourage the population to use electronic channels of payment. To accomplish this, under my administration, there will be no taxes on digital payments. The e-levy will therefore be abolished.
He also announced that national service will no longer be mandatory and students will have the option to decide whether to honor it.
To help our youth get jobs, I believe it is time to rethink the concept of the current national service scheme. My government will propose that those who, after completion of their education, can secure jobs will be exempted from national service. National service will no longer be mandatory, and students will have the option to decide whether to do national service or not. This will also encourage companies to go to the campuses to recruit annually. This time they don't go because of national service. Ladies and gentlemen, to prepare our children for the fourth industrial revolution workplace, I will enhance the repositioning of the education system towards STEM, robotics, artificial intelligence, and vocational skills to cope with the demands of the fourth industrial revolution and job creation. My government will make coding and robotics standard in senior high school. The foundation for this is being laid with the provision of laptops to senior high school students very soon. Teachers have already been given the requisite training. Following the senior high school, we will also implement a one student, one laptops policy.
Now, meanwhile, flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, John Mahama, says no member of the governing New Patriotic Party can be exonerated from Ghana's present economic challenges. According to him, decisions taken collectively by Cabinet has landed the country in the current situation. Mr. Hama says claims of government officials that their opinions were not taken should not be entertained. The NDC flag bearer was speaking at a town hall meeting at Tamale as part of the Building Ghana tour.
Now all those who contributed to the mess are trying to run away as if they were not part of it. People have begun saying, oh, they were not in charge, they were not listening to them and all that. All of them, they inside. Jack Toronto and all his small brothers, all of them are part of the mess that we're going through. None of them can escape responsibility, none of them. Because they've all been a part of this. They all sat in cabinet together. They all took those decisions together. Anytime they were going to borrow from the Eurobond market, they approved it in cabinet. They sat in cabinet and approved it. In 6 years, you went and borrowed $13.5 billion, and you did nothing with it. So today you can't come and tell us you were not part of it. All of them are part of the mess in which we find ourselves. And Ghanaians are going to send them packing for the hardship that they've inflicted on us, for the debt that they've swallowed us in, and they must go home and go and learn their lesson. NDC is coming back, winning this election, and we have the men and women that are going to restore this country's economy and finances back to a healthy condition.
Now, in the coming months, schools in Osu are in for a positive transformation aimed at reducing air pollution in their surroundings and creating safer spaces for children to play. City engineers currently undergoing innovative training to rethink and reshape road construction methods are at the forefront of this initiative. The ultimate goal is to strategically redesign these roads, minimizing exposure to harmful air pollutants and fostering environments that allow children and neighborhoods to thrive in safety and well-being. Michael Ashali has more in this report.
Air pollution is the second biggest threat to health in Ghana. Exhaust fumes from the transport sector alone is responsible for almost half of Accra's particulate concentrations. The city of Accra is one of the most heavily polluted places in the country. The WHO estimates that more than 28,000 Ghanaians die prematurely every year as a result of air pollution. Children in urban schools often endure the adverse effects of vehicle fumes. Headmaster of Osu Salem School, Emmanuel Taki, knows this very well.
Because the school, because it's not walled, you always find children crossing to get food and all those things. So one, the safety of the children are priority as a educator. So the school is very close to the road, and sometimes or usually you find road cars parking in the school and around the school area.
For stakeholders, their interest is to move from pollution to solution.
I think for now, let's look at these 6 strategies and see which one that we can implement here.
City engineers and technocrats pulled from some of the municipal assemblies in the streets of Accra as members of a workshop organized by Clean Air Fund and Global Designing Cities Initiative. The goal is to assist engineers in discovering innovative approaches to prioritize pedestrian mobility and eliminate pollution within communities. In some countries, vehicle lanes have been repurposed to bicycle lanes. Vehicles in other countries are banned from using certain roads at certain times. In Ghana, 2 schools from Osu will benefit from the initiative. Sponsors of the initiative, Clean Air Fund, believes the project will allow children to play safely in their schools and neighborhoods. Victoria Osu-Teria is an analyst with Clean Air Fund.
On this project, we are looking at designing or redesigning streets into child's play within the Korle-Klottey municipality. In the course of that, we'll be measuring air quality concentration levels. So that will be done before the start of the project, the designing itself, during the designing, and then post the designing. So we'll be able to identify pollution hotspots levels.
Program Manager of GDCI, Hayreton, explained how this will be done.
Do is start with a pilot project, select one school, and see if we can create a safe space for kids to play, removed from air pollution, and then showing the results so that we can implement these kind of projects in different parts of the municipality as well.
So how soon can we see any of those projects come to life?
In the next months, we'll be doing some design projects, so we'll be sharing that with the community as well.
However, Hayreton is expecting some challenges along the way.
There are areas in the neighborhood where there is no sidewalk space and people are forced to walk on the roadbed. We think this creates a road safety risk in addition to air quality issues. So I think there will be some challenges with reallocating that space, how we can take that space and use it for other uses.
Municipal Chief Executive of Korle Klottey Municipality, Samuel Ni Ajay Teria, pledged to support the initiative to its conclusion.
We can't remove lanes at this stage. At least the parking of the vehicles next to the school is something that we all have to come together and engage the restaurant and the nearby offices. That is not acceptable. The alternative will be maybe you take a Uber and drop and then go in, or use public transport or any other public transport. That will be the alternative for now.
Maybe in the near future, they hope that these areas can be filled with more people than vehicles that pollute all day. Well, all the best to them. For JoyNews, Michael Ashale.
This story was a collaboration with New Narratives. Funding was provided by the Clean Air Fund. The funder had no say in the content of the story.
Still on the issue of air quality, Accra's air quality has taken a hit as dusty roads propel the city into a concerning low-ranking list, with Ashaiman and Kponkatamanso sharing the burden due to the dusty roads. Residents face environmental and health risk amidst ongoing road construction. The dire situation extends beyond dusty roads and potholes. Choked gutters have worsened the problem. Rejoice Semefakpesu visited the place. Here's her report.
Accra has recently been ranked among major cities with low air quality and dust particles in the atmosphere, having been identified to be a major contributory factor. The dusty roads here, coupled with the ongoing road constructions, have significantly led to air pollution, raising environmental and health concerns for residents. Enoch, a resident in the Kponkatamanso constituency, recounts a unique incident where a pregnant woman unexpectedly went into labor and gave birth in his car due to the bumpy nature of the road.
From Committee 22 Annex to Washington, the nature of our road is unbearable. For this matter, most of my taxi members' cars has gone bad. We cannot ply the road anymore. So we see that passengers, when they are coming, they don't even get a car anymore. Someone has ever given, and it's for the whole day. Because of the blood, I have to go to the watching base it even take me 2 days. And this is unbearable. So we are telling the MPP government that his enemy is the DCE. This is the cause that it make a lot of pregnant women give birth in our car, 21st century. And you see the nakedness of the woman, the next time you cannot even see your face. This is unbearable.
Some residents say the municipal assembly are to blame.
Yeah, from here to this Washington, it's just a 5 minutes drive, but you can spend almost an hour on this road. The road is very, very bad. Is to the extent that when you are going to the work, you have to be taking the other road, passing through the diverted road. I personally reported this issue to Assembly several times, especially some of the place when you go to some place down over there. You see that the house, the bathing water, they allow the bathing water on the road. Instead of the Assembly to tackle those issues, the Assembly are not doing anything. At times when you go to Assembly, when you report to the Assembly is expecting you to give them money, to carry them with your car before they come and do their work. This is very terrible. So we are calling the government of the day to tackle this issue before 2024 election. If government doesn't do anything about this situation, we are expecting to, mobilize the area people so that we will vote against the government of the day.
The main road connecting Ashaman to neighboring communities in the Kpon Katamanso municipality has long remained untarred. Residents have been recounting their experiences about the impact on their daily lives.
Ashama is in a very deplorable state, and no one to be well responsible. We are only our DC responsible, that he is capable of doing this. You can see they just came and do it just last week, and they should pour water on it. The revenue that Ashama is taking, it's not small revenue. The MMC, we heard that the president has removed some of the MMDCs. So we are urging the president to remove this our archery. It's not doing anything for Ashama. You can see why Ashama are we not in Ghana. Look at the people have closed their stores. People don't know what to do on this road. When you go to the MP, he will say this. The MMDC will say this.
The day these people came here to grade this road, we told them that when they know they cannot do the road, so they should leave it like that for us. Then they say, oh, they are going to do it. So we should give message truly to the government. Always it's just dust. Dust. See how my bikes are. Because of the dust, I can't sit down to work. This is not how my body to be, but it's about the dust. So please, we plead them to come and do Ashama road for us.
This roadway is here. It be one of the major roadway is Ashama here. Apart from this road, you know Ghana road. If you want to go Kube Chrome, where to Apollonia down, and go come off for Medina Road to Akuse and things, or it be this road. If you no use the main Afarwa road, it be this road where they use. So, but here is the case. See the road. See the way the road dey. And before say if you know be like this way, they be manhole where they here. If it's a say portals, it be lie. It be manhole pan where they here. And we dey suffer for the road. Our gutter self, this one self, it be like a good small. They can't join inside. We ourselves we join inside. Like if you know be so, the flood will go happen for if rain fall. We dey back there, make the watch. You know be say NDC and LPP. It be Ghana.
Residents in the two constituencies, disillusionized by the persistently poor road conditions, have threatened to refrain from voting in the upcoming 2024 general elections if the roads remain unfixed.
No road, no vote. When a main road from Afariwa, Ebesin called Madina, and so she said they are queen. Sir, Oman be ye queen we are my no vote. Yasamano.
Rejoice Semefakpasus report read to you.
The issue of roads in Ghana. Now, two non-governmental organizations have joined forces to help the Adaklu districts in the Volta region to attain universal health coverage and improve maternal health. Give Rights Foundation, based in the United States of America, and Friends of Adaklu, based in Ghana, began a pilot project providing mobile ultrasound scan services in the deprived district. There's more in the following report by Fred Kwame Asari.
The Adaklu district is populated with mostly rural dwellers who survive on peasant farming, animal rearing, and hunting. The over 40,000 residents rely on 18 health facilities in the district. With a birth rate of 39.7%, only one of the facilities provides ultrasound services, making it difficult to render complete antenatal care services to pregnant women. However, the Give Right Foundation and Friends of Adaklu have introduced a butterfly handheld ultrasound device service to help ease the burden of pregnant women traveling outside the district to access ultrasound scan services. The device is a new technology that makes it easier to provide ultrasound scan services to pregnant women to get them abreast with the progress of their unborn babies. It is used with a tablet which serves as a display screen for the ultrasound images. A co-founder of the Give Right Foundation, Frederick Heath, explains that the pilot project was in response to the most important need of the district.
With ultrasound, this one clinic will be able to provide maternal scans, prenatal scans, to any tribeswoman that comes and is pregnant. And the benefit of this is that now, for the first time, these thousands of women can receive prenatal care and know when the baby is coming, know if the baby is a boy or girl, know if the baby is still alive.
Ultrasound project, Aguila Foundation has a very personal significance. So I didn't know my mother. And when I was growing up, I asked to know what happened to her. And no one seems to know, understand what actually happened to her. But now I realizing that in fact, had we have like a device like this, at least available, accessible for the community or women or pregnant women in rural community, this may have saved my mother's life.
Provision of the service is expected to help the Adaklu district, which is one of the deprived agrarian districts in the Volta region of Ghana, achieve Sustainable Development Goal 4. Midwives and nurses at the Evangelical Presbyterian Mimi Health Center in Adakluwaya were trained on the use of the ultrasound device.
It really helped me to know the fetal presentation, the placenta presentation, the gestational age of the mother, of the pregnancy, and it also helped me to detect abnormalities. It was all joy when some pregnant women who had the opportunity to receive scan services during the training saw the images of their children, their sex and their date of delivery for the first time.
To scan, yeme pole jijom to obe nyon vie, chemi nyame nyon vie ya.
Me yekin fugban to susu me fo me kpana fa fetu na scan ado vuwa ya afia idehu ga keke awa ya ko metwile scan na afia be ma jinyon vi ta jijom e o chinam tanke he ma jije te me ga yenu alilim le me yada agbolelo alo me ye tomelo alo lotamele kalalo.
To enhance service delivery, a gynecologist at the Fountain Medical Services, Dr. Wilson Agbavo, will help with the interpretation of every scan taken with the butterfly handheld ultrasound device. The team educated some members on the introduction of the ultrasound device services and the need for pregnant women to access antenatal care. The butterfly handheld ultrasound device comes as a game changer, with residents hoping it could be extended to other health facilities in the Adaklu district. Fred Kwame Asari, JoyNews, Adaklu.
That ends it for the AM News on the AM Show. Now we begin our series of intellectual and informative discourse, starting with a news review. Member of the National Communications Team, of the governing New Patriotic Party, Kweku Jesse, will be joining Benjamin Akapo to do that. Please stay for that.